Coming out in the past couple of hours, we're now hearing that U.S. and Israeli intelligence are now saying that Iran is preparing to attack Israel within the coming days. I'm going to give you the exact details as to when they're saying this is going to be happening. And this is now coming out because we're hearing today they are saying that it is being reported that they are seeing that Iranian military is now positioning and moving, that Iran is planning to directly attack, not through proxies, Hezbollah, Hamas, the Houthis, but Iran itself is now preparing to attack. And they're saying it's going to be at a scale significantly larger than what we saw in April with all of those missiles that were sent. They're saying that they are preparing for a full-scale all-on war. So the United States is bracing for this. Iran is preparing to attack Israel. We're hearing Russia will be backing Iran, and they are saying that in the coming days, we can anticipate now full-blown all-out war. Now, in addition to that, I'm also taking a look at right now, and as you guys know, I cite all the sources. These are linked in the description for you. I am looking at Iranian International News Report coming out right now. This coming out 3 hours ago says that Iran is currently on the verge of launching direct attacks on Israel, according to reporting. So this is coming out all over the news media outlets now. Just in the past 3 hours, we are hearing that in Iran, here in the United States, in Israel, in various parts of the world, they are saying that Iran is positioning, prepare for war. Now, in addition to that, a lot of people have been asking this, and they're saying, why is it that Iran would telegraph this? Why would they say, we're going to attack you? Why wouldn't they just simply attack you? Now, as I shared, back on August 2nd, we had an announcement come out from Iran on TV, and they had said that in the coming hours, the world will witness extraordinary scenes and very important development coming out on Iranian TV as they announced to their people in Tehran that there would be retaliation for what unfolded with the assassination of the Hamas chief, Ismail Haniyeh, in Tehran. Well, this is what you must understand. A lot of people saying, okay, that didn't happen. I actually see in the comments right now, some people saying that they're getting tired of hearing about potentially war happening. Nothing's going to happen. I think that is a huge mistake to think that, and here is why. Why would they simply telegraph and say that? Well, what if today there was an announcement that came out that another nation said in the coming hours, we are going to be attacking the United States? What would that do? What if they said it was going to be your specific city? What would that cause you to do? That would cause massive panic. That would cause people to want to get out. It would cause people to stop working. It would cause people to get their families in their cars and drive away. There would be mass preparation and panic. It is psychological warfare that is being played right now in the preparation game, as Iran is strategically positioning themselves for an attack. We have heard that an attack is coming, and now these threats reoccurring of attack, it is simply putting all of the people of Israel that are potentially in the crossfire, they are anxiously awaiting what could potentially happen. Now, Israel is preparing their positioning, but at the same time, this is without a doubt causing a lot of panic and anticipation around the world. As we're hearing, not only is this going to be impacting Israel, but the United States, the surrounding areas, Iran. There is a lot that is going to unfold with this. And what we're hearing is that this is going to be coming. This is going to be coming. Now, I'm going to share with you the latest that they're saying on this just coming out. And just to clarify, this is not Iran telegraphing or letting us know what they're anticipating on doing. These warnings coming out today from U.S. and Israeli intelligence saying that what they're seeing is the military of Iran positioning. They're seeing them begin to change positions and shift. So they're saying they believe that they are now preparing to attack. So I'm going to go ahead and get you guys caught up on the latest as to what is unfolding here. And as always, these articles are going to be linked in the description below. Both of these that I'm referencing here, one for the United States and Axios, one coming out from Iran, both coming out 3 hours ago, that this has been announced that they are preparing for attacks. They're saying large-scale attacks, they believe, larger than what we have seen so far. So linked in the description below. But before we dive in, do me a favor. I see we've got 1,686 people live with me in the room. Please hit the like button if you appreciate the live updates, me citing the sources, providing you guys with the latest information. If I could get half the room to do so, it would help out a ton. Just spreads this out further across the YouTube platform. And in addition to that, make sure that you're subscribed to stay up to date. It's totally free. Make sure you stay subscribed. A lot of people telling me that they have been unsubscribed from the channel. It wasn't them. Some people have told me they've had to resubscribe as much as 10 times. Not sure why the platform is doing that, but please make sure that if you want to stay up to to date on everything, you are subscribed, you've got those notification bells on. And also, in addition to that, resources linked in the description below. I just had a big talk with one of my friends today talking about preparing for potentially what could be coming here, as we could be looking at war, as we also could be looking at cyber attacks have been warned. We've actually just received word. I haven't provided any details on this yet, but we've also heard in the news, and I can share with you articles coming out on this, that they're saying that there have not only been assassination attempts against Trump from Iran coordinated, but they're also planning to disrupt the elections. And there's a lot of stuff coming from Iran that's coming over. So again, I see somebody saying, Kevon is saying Steve's sources are trust me, bro. No, I actually say trust no one. Don't even trust me. Do your own research. Make sure that you can go ahead and verify the information for yourself. What I do is provide everything I reference linked, hyperlinked in the description below. So that way you can check it out for yourself. No trust me, bro here. Do your own research. Don't even trust me sharing with you. Make sure my links are legit. And that's what I do to make sure that I hold myself accountable to the community. Remember, I'm just a guy on YouTube sharing with you what I'm finding and just hoping that it's helpful, but I provide you with all the resources. So let's go ahead and dive right in and get you caught up on the latest. I'm going to share with you what is coming out. First, let's start off with Axios so you can hear what they are saying, as U.S. and Israeli intel are saying that they are preparing for, in the coming days, attacks from Iran, as they are saying that the military is now positioning, moving, and they are saying that this is going to be coming here very soon. The United States bracing for war. Now, the Israeli intelligence community has now updated assessments, and they are saying that Iran is poised to attack Israel directly in retaliation for the assassination of the Hamas political leader in Tehran, and is likely to do so within the coming days. Two sources with direct knowledge of the issue have told Axios. Now, the new intelligence assessment indicates an attack could come before the Gaza hostage and ceasefire deal talks come planned for Thursday. So they are saying that they anticipate that the war will start before Thursday, which is when the ceasefire hostage negotiation talks are anticipated. So they're thinking that we are not going to make it to then, which is, the article is saying, potentially going to jeopardize the negotiations at what Israeli officials have said is a now or never moment for the potential deal between Israel and Hamas. So they were hoping that by Thursday, they could solidify a ceasefire and a hostage agreement on Thursday to help get the rest of the hostages out. They're saying they believe that Iran is not going to let it go that long, that they are going to attack and start the war before then, essentially disrupting and ending any potential ceasefire hostage agreement. Now, but one of the sources who has direct knowledge of the intelligence said the situation is still fluid, though. It could still change. Now, the assessment, which was drafted in the last 24 hours, represents a shift, the sources have said. Over the last week, Israeli intelligence thought Iran hadn't yet decided on the timing or the nature of the response, and that international pressure and internal debates could push Iran's supreme leader, the Ayatollah, towards postponing, restraining, or even minimizing the retaliation against Israel, which is what we had been hearing. We had been hearing that maybe the reason why they're taking so long to respond was potentially that the United States has been warning them that there will be massive consequences if they attack Israel. We've heard Israel say that they will strike them back improportionately. We've actually heard that the new president of Iran has asked the supreme leader, please reconsider the attack, consider scaling it back, because we don't know if our economy can sustain if we enter in. So there's been a lot of talks over the past week or so about Iran reconsidering the attacks. But now with the intelligence coming out in the past couple of hours, they're saying, no, that is not the case. Iran is actually just simply using this time to position for an attack. And they believe it is a large-scale attack. The sources are saying that is going to be coming, and they believe it could be before Thursday that we can expect all-out war to break out here. Now, Iran's mission to the UN in a statement on Friday said, we hope that our response will be timed and conducted in a manner not to the detriment of the potential ceasefire. But Israeli Minister of Defense Yoav Gallant spoke on Sunday with U.S. Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin and told him the Iranian military preparations suggest that Iran is getting ready for a large-scale attack. A source with knowledge said of the call. Now, the Biden administration has been preparing for a dramatic week of high-stakes diplomacy to try to prevent war in the region and secure a hostage ceasefire deal in Gaza. The results of the coming week, what is going to be unfolding over the next couple of days? Listen to this. The results of this coming week, they will indicate whether the region is going to sink into an even deeper crisis and widening perpetual war, or if for the first time since October 7th, there will be a significant change of course. The outcome could shape President Biden's legacy. So this is going to, from now until the end of this week, they're saying this is pivotal. We are at a crossroads at this point. If there is a war that is launched and it is significant, this could spiral into all-out massive war. We've heard regional war for the Middle East, even global war. The United States will be pulled into this significantly. Russia pulled into this significantly. Other neighboring nations to Iran and Israel will be pulled into this. There will be a major conflict, they believe, in this coming week, or they're saying if it's possible that they can come to a ceasefire agreement and they can negotiate for the hostages, that they could potentially shift track here for the first time since October 7th, almost coming up on a year later. They're saying this could shift. We will see. Let me know what you think. If you think this upcoming week, there are going to be major attacks, which is what the intel is saying is coming, put a 1. If you think we are going to war and it is this week, if you think no, it's not this week, or you think they're going to be able to work out some sort of an agreement, put a 2. Curious to see what people's thoughts are, but just my opinion, and I might be wrong, from what I'm seeing here, it's sounding like we are preparing for war, but we're not sure. We will see. And again, what we had heard previously, that Iran would be attacking within hours and all of these things, this was actually coming from Iranian television. Iran was saying, we're going to be hitting you, we're going to attack, you will see things you've never seen before. Then nothing happened. And then they actually thought Iran was reconsidering their attacks. Well, now what we're hearing, this not coming from Iran, this coming from U.S. and Israeli intelligence, what we are hearing is that the attacks are coming. And why are they saying this? Because they're saying that they are seeing the Iranian military beginning to position, significantly changing locations and positioning, and they believe it is because the attacks, they're going to be coming this week. Now, on Sunday today, the White House's efforts hit a significant setback when Hamas announced that it has rejected the invitation by the U.S., Qatar, and Egypt for a final round of negotiations over the Gaza hostage and ceasefire deal planned for Thursday. Wow. Okay, so they are now saying that Hamas is announcing they're rejecting the invitation. So what was anticipated for this Thursday, they are saying there is no negotiations that will take place. So that is another thing that is contributing to the fact that they maybe are thinking there's no point in even having negotiations. Before we get to Thursday, we will be seeing all-out war in the Middle East. Now, the Israeli intelligence community still thinks Hezbollah is likely to attack first in retaliation for the assassination of its top military commander in Beirut, and then Iran could join with a direct attack of its own, the sources said. Now, the sources said the attacks by Hezbollah and Iran are likely to be bigger than the one conducted by Iran last April, and include the launching of missiles and drones at military targets in central Israel, including in the vicinity of civilian population centers as well. So they're saying this is not just hitting the military, they're wanting to hit the people as well. Excuse me 1 second, I need to get some water. Now, the Israeli Minister of Defense, Yoav Gallant, hinted at this during a visit to an Israel Defense Force unit on Sunday, saying that Iran and Hezbollah are threatening to harm us in a way that they haven't done in the past. So this coming out from the Defense Minister of Israel, Yoav Gallant. I hope that they will rethink and not lead to the outbreak of war on additional fronts. We do not want this, but we must be prepared, Gallant said. The internal debate in Iran continues, and it is possible that Iranian decision-making will still change. One source with direct knowledge of the intelligence said, the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps is pushing for a more severe and broader response than Iran's April 13th attack on Israel. But the new Iranian president and his advisors believe a regional escalation now would not serve Iran's interests, the sources have said. And yes, this is exactly what we had heard. We had heard the new Iranian president had said, do not do this. If we go into an all-out war, this is going to destroy the Iranian economy. And he is now asking the supreme leader to reconsider the extent or even just all-out response of attacks. Madison, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Hi, Steve. Thank you for the updates. You are very welcome. And also, thank you to the super chat that came earlier from JP. He said AMC and GME are on the breakout this week. Now, once again, war, it's likely something always happening. Thank you for that, JP, for the $5 super chat. And thank you for the update on the stocks. Yes. So we're hearing that this could be coming, and we will see how this affects everything. Potentially could affect the stocks, could affect relations. We will see. There could be so many things that are going to be impacted here by war. And again, we're hearing that this is going to be more severe than what we saw in April. And the Iranian president is asking the supreme leader to reconsider attacks, that it will not serve Iran's best interest. And we're hearing that that is speaking directly about their economy. Now, the IDF spokesperson, Rear Admiral Daniel Hagari, said in a statement that there is currently no change in the directives of the Home Front Command for Israeli citizens. Now, this, again, linked in the description below, coming out 3 hours ago. I cite all the sources. This is from Axios. Now, let me share with you what is coming out from Iranian International News. This coming out 3 hours ago as well, this breaking news. And it says, Iran is on the verge of launching direct attacks against Israel. Iran appears close to escalating the ongoing conflict with Israel into a full-blown regional war, with Israeli media reports pointing to an imminent attack on Israel despite earlier assessments that Tehran might be reconsidering the plan. Since the July 31st assassination of the Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh in Tehran, Iran has been threatening to avenge his passing by attacking Israel. However, media reports over the past few days pointed to internal disagreements in Iran over the dangerous escalations. There were also reports that Iran is thinking twice following pressures by the Biden administration. So again, not only the Iranian president saying our economy is at stake here, but also the Biden administration warning Iran that if you do this, there will be retaliation, and the United States will stand by the side of Israel. The United States essentially saying, we will go to war with Israel. We will be by their side. We will defend them. We will be right there with them. However, Israel's updated intelligence assessment is that Iran has decided to avenge Haniyeh's passing by launching a direct attack on Israel, which could happen within days. A Sunday report by Axios said, citing informed sources. So this actually, Iranian International News is citing the Axios report that I literally just read to you moments ago. Alicia Tagaret, thank you so much for the $50 super chat. Your generosity, that is amazing. I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much. I will continue to keep you guys up to date on everything so you know exactly what is going on. Now, they said this is a change from the assessment from the last few days, which suggests that international pressure on Iran was restraining it from carrying out a direct attack against Israel, the report had said. So they are saying that is done with. They are saying they believe, from what they are seeing right now, the sources are coming out from the U.S. and Israeli intelligence, that they are seeing Iran preparing to attack. This coming out from an X post from the Iran International English Post. Iranian military preparations are now suggesting that Iran is getting ready for a large-scale attack, says the Israeli Defense Minister, Yoav Gallant. And he has told Sec Defense, according to the report by Axios, citing sources with knowledge of the call. So they're again citing Axios, and these sources are coming out and letting us know. Char, thank you for the $10 super chat and your generosity. Thank you for all your hard work, Steve. She says, or Char says, thank you for that $10 super chat. Appreciate that a ton. You guys are amazing. I will continue to keep you up to date. Now, the article goes on to say that the assassination of Haniyeh has become a flashpoint in the already volatile region. While Israel has neither confirmed nor denied its involvement, both Iran and Hamas have blamed Israel for the passing of that leader. This accusation has fueled fears that the conflict between Israel and Hamas in the Gaza Strip could spiral into a wider war, dragging other regional players into the fray. The Israeli public broadcaster, Kan News, reported on Sunday that the prevailing understanding within the Israeli security establishment is that Iran is determined to launch an attack soon. And we have heard that they anticipate it in the next coming days prior to Thursday. Now, while the attack's timing is not yet clear, the Axios report said that it may happen before August 15th, which is Thursday, when talks were supposed to be held between Hamas and Israel over the ceasefire and the release of the Israeli hostages. However, Hamas has now said in a statement on Sunday today that it is refusing to participate in the hostage deal negotiations on August 15th. So again, another sign, an indication that they are not wanting to come to an agreement, likely probably because at this time they have already decided they are going to be striking Israel before those talks even take place. Hamas's statement is a tactical move ahead of a possible attack by Iran and Hezbollah, and in an attempt to get better terms for a deal. An Israeli official told Axios, if Hamas won't come to the table, we will continue decimating their forces in Gaza. Now, adding to the tensions is the involvement of Hezbollah, Iran's proxy in Lebanon. According to a CNN report, Israeli intelligence believes that Hezbollah may launch an attack on Israel as early as August 12th, tomorrow, with Iran possibly following up with a second wave of strikes shortly thereafter. Despite suffering heavy losses in the ongoing conflict, including nearly 400 fighters and commanders losing their lives by Israeli strikes, Hezbollah has shown no signs of backing down. In fact, the group, whose senior military commander, Shakur, was recently assassinated as well by IDF, has only intensified its attacks on northern Israel, expanding its list of targets to include towns that had previously been spared. Now, in an unusual public statement, the Israeli Defense Forces, or the IDF spokesperson, clarified that despite the recent reports regarding Iran's plans, there has been no change in the directives from the Home Front Command. However, the IDF and other security establishments remain on high alert, closely monitoring developments in Iran and Hezbollah. DJS, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Thank you for your generosity. I appreciate that a ton. I will continue to keep you guys up to date. So they are saying that they are preparing for attacks coming here very soon. They believe that the all-out war and attacks could be coming before Thursday. Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant, speaking to the new IDF troops, issued a stern warning on Sunday today. However, whoever will harm us, this coming from the Israeli Defense Minister, this coming out today, whoever will harm us in a way that he has not acted in the past is also likely to get hit by us in a way that we have not acted in the past. These are the things that we don't want, but we need to prepare for them, and they may happen. So they're saying, Iran right now is saying that they are preparing to attack Israel harder than ever before. Israel responding back and letting them know, if you attack us harder than ever before, you will be hit back harder than ever before. And they said, we don't want this to happen, but we are preparing for this to happen, and it may happen. Now, despite the warnings and the ongoing diplomatic efforts to de-escalate the situation, Iran seems determined to press ahead with its plans. According to an exclusive report by Iran International, the president recently met with the supreme leader to plead against direct military action on Israel, warning of catastrophic retaliation that could cripple Iran's already fragile economy. So they're saying, if Iran goes to war, they're trying to stop it. The president is saying, please do not do this to the supreme leader. If this happens, this could be devastating to the nation of Iran, to our economy. There could be retaliation, the likes of which we can't handle. We do not want to go this route, but we're hearing that they are still moving forward with this. Yet it appears that they are undeterred, signaling willingness to risk economic collapse in Iran and potential downfall in a pursuit of their regional agenda. This latest development marks a dangerous shift from the shadow war that has characterized the Iran-Israel retaliations for years to all-out open confrontation. Now, on the evening of April 13th, Iran launched an unprecedented assault on Israel, deploying over 300 cruise and ballistic missiles, along with drones. However, almost all of them were intercepted by the United States-led coalition. Israel's response was swift and decisive, targeting a military base in Isfahan on April 19th, a clear demonstration of its capability and willingness to retaliate against Iran's aggression. However, the Israeli intelligence community's assessments have confirmed threats by Iran's military officials that Tehran's new strike will be harsher than it was back on April. And they are saying that this is coming, they believe, in the coming days. The sources are now saying as a result of what they are seeing happening with the Iranian military right now. So at this moment, as of 4 hours ago now, from the time of this recording, it was 3 when we started, but as of 4 hours ago, they are saying that the United States and Israel, they are preparing for war. They believe that this is not an announcement from Iran. This is an announcement from the U.S. and from Israel that they're saying Iran positioning their military. And they were thinking there for a second that they could avoid war, that this might not unfold, that enough time had passed, that maybe Iran was thinking about not attacking or not doing it to the extent of which they had initially said. Now they're saying with what they see happening with the military repositioning, no, they think that we are about to go to war. So I will keep you guys up to date here on the channel. As always, all the articles, the resources, they are cited down below. Also, do me a favor. I see we've got 2,615 people live with me in the room. If you appreciate the breaking news live updates, please take a second. Hit that like button for me. Just helps spread this out further. Literally just need 20 more likes to get 1,400. That would be awesome. Subscribe to stay up to date. It's totally free. Why not? Make sure you're staying up to date. And like I said, those resources and the articles linked in the description below for you. Chrissy E., thank you for the $10 super chat. Thank you, Steve, for keeping us up to date. Jesus is in control. Amen to that, Chrissy. Yes, I believe in Jesus. I believe that he is in control. Amen to that. If you believe in Jesus too, let me know in the chat. Also, again, do me a favor, smash that like button. And like I said, I will keep you guys up to date on everything so that way you know exactly what is going on. As we are hearing the United States and Israel, intel coming out in the past couple of hours saying that they believe that we are going to be going to war here before Thursday as a result of Iran positioning their military. Now, Iran has been threatening for quite some time, but now we're hearing that this is not a threat from Iran. This is a warning coming out from intel from the U.S. and from Israel that the war is likely going to be starting here as a result of what they are seeing the Iranian military do. And again, without a doubt, this is going to be impacting several nations, not just Israel and Iran. War is never just in a box. This is going to be impacting all over the world. The U.S. getting pulled into this. We're hearing Russia. We're hearing that various nations in the Middle East are going to get pulled into this. So we will see, and I will keep you guys up to date every step of the way so you know exactly what is going on. And again, right now, all you got to do is Google search Israel and Iran. You will see all the articles coming up in the last 4 hours on this, as this just came out today, this evening, Sunday, August the 11th, 2024, as they are saying now, prepare for war in the next coming 4 days. And like I said, I will keep you guys up to date every step of the way so that way you know exactly what is going on. Ray Santiago saying, great job, Steve. Thank you so much. Lonnie Griffith, thank you for supporting the channel, becoming a member, hitting that join button. It says Jesus is Lord, not Muhammad. They literally believe that Jesus is, let's see here. What do we? Thank you, Steve. Says Shirley, I believe in Jesus. Says Colvina Sewell, the Lord of Lords and the King of Kings. Amen to that. I believe so as well. Always be aware of your surroundings, says Mary B. Yes, good advice. Let's see here. Steve, who Dena on here is craving your attention. Where are your mods at? Dena has a question apparently, says Patty. Yes, the Lord has us no matter what, says Patty. Yes, I agree 100%. Okay, so Dena has a question, you say. I don't see Dena. Looking for Dena's question. All right, I don't see it. I'm sorry. If Dena's still here, Dena, ask away, and I will help you out however I can. We will stand before God, says Lori. King Spider says, okay. Jesus is coming soon, says Jamie. Lennis says, prayers for all. You first, says Mark XX. I don't know what that is. Iran is in the Bible. They're prophesied about, says Chad. Send it already, says Glock in my pocket. First with the news, Steve, again, great job, Steve, says Jamie. Thank you so much. I will always keep you guys up to date as much as I can. And again, though, in fairness, I'm not first on this. This was reported 3-4 hours ago that Israeli and U.S. intelligence are coming out and saying this. And I'm actually referencing articles. This is coming out all over the news media outlets. And I've got a couple of them linked in the description, international and also United States resources on this for you guys. But like I said, as more comes out, I will keep you guys up to date. Forrest says, how do I donate to your channel? Forrest, there should be like a little money sign like on the chat part. So where you just hit the chat, there should be I think it's a money sign. I might be wrong. If you click that, it should pop up a super chat, and then you can just donate if you'd like. And that's how you can do super chats. I appreciate that. Thank you guys for your generosity. That really means a lot to me. I will continue to do my best to keep you guys up to date on everything. I will cite all the sources, provide you with the updates. And again, if you want to help out the channel, help this get further, hit that like button. I see we've got 2,500 people, 1,727 likes. Spreads it out further. Subscribe to stay up to date. I'll keep you guys up to speed on everything. But you guys, that is the latest, and I'll keep you up to date. Catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.